Hi Libra, welcome to your love reading for September 2017. This month I'm working with two decks as always, but I'm also going to pull one or two cards for you from the Romance Angels. Now, one thing that I'm getting for you for the month of September, I'm hearing exes. They want to erase something. Now keep in mind that this is channeled, so this may not apply to everyone. You would need a personal reading for that, but there's this message of exes and kind of wanting to erase. So for some of you, you may want to just kind of like get away from your ex. You may be trying to forget them. You may be... I also feel like there is an ex that maybe wants to erase maybe something that they did, maybe something that hurt the relationship. For some of you, that is the message. I also feel like some of you, like, you're on hold, like somebody's, like, a relationship is pending and you're waiting for someone to say yes or no as far as are they going to be with you or take you back. Some of you are standing up to someone. You're finally kind of letting somebody know what is on your mind. This has come up for a lot of the other signs, but one thing that I'm getting for you, which is a little bit different, is that in this relationship you have kind of been in what I'm hearing is a chokehold. So it's almost like somebody that has been like stealing all of your personal power. Maybe this has been an abusive relationship. Maybe it's someone that's very dominating, very jealous. I don't know. It just kind of feels like somebody has you by the throat and you're finally saying enough. Another thing that I'm hearing, they don't want to jeopardize. So I feel like you're a little bit nervous maybe about new opportunities, and there are new opportunities for you in the month of September. The month of September can be like your month for the sign of Libra. I mean, I see it there. You can have, the energy is there for you to find life partner material, relationship material. This is your month for love. But I am getting that you don't want to jeopardize. Like you want to play it safe, kind of like the Four of Pentacles. We'll see if that comes up for you. I'm just kind of hearing, happiness. When it comes to your happiness, be flexible. Just be willing to take a chance. This could be on someone different. This can be, just trusting someone that shows interest in you. Just be flexible. Stay open-minded. Okay, so let's go ahead and get 9 cards for you. I've already shuffled them, focusing on your energy. This is a love reading for the sign of Libra for September 2017. And the first card is Justice. Love reading for the sign of Libra for September 2017. The Ace of Wands. Three of Wands. Six of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Libra for September 2017. The Empress. Seven of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Libra for September 2017. The Shadow Side. Love reading for the sign of Libra for September 2017. The Four of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Libra for September 2017. Page of Wands. So the card at the bottom of the deck is going to represent the main energy around your love life for the month of September, and you have the Knight of Swords. So things are happening. With the Knight of Swords, this represents, a lot of movement. All the Knights represent change and movement. But this represents a lot of things changing for you very quickly. This can be you making impulsive decisions, impulsive actions. This just represents a lot of new developments in your love life. So we will see how this ties in with the rest of the reading, and we're going to take it one row at a time. Let's see what you have going on here. At the top, you have Justice, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands. So Justice, this is a major arcana. It's a significant energy that is affecting you right now. So this card usually comes up when something is out of balance, or when something has happened that is not fair to you. you have not been treated well. And I did hear that for some of you, there is still an ex that is kind of, around your energy. So for some of you, this could represent someone's trying to make something up to you. This could also represent an apology. But for those who are completely single, this just means, the universe is trying to bring more happiness into your life. And I definitely get that for you for this month. Now, you do have a new beginning here. You have the Ace of Wands. So, I mean, seeing it next to Justice, I feel like, for some of you with an ex, there is the possibility that you could be forgiving that person. Because Justice, to me, it represents, an apology or bringing something into balance where you were hurt, or something was not fair. And this is the ability to kind of erase all of that. And I was hearing that exes, what they want to erase something. So, I mean, the Ace of Wands is wiping the slate clean, a fresh start. So for some of you, you are able to have that fresh start with an ex because you're willing to forgive them. You're willing to see things their way, or you understand why things happen. You also have the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands, this is kind of, waiting for that perfect opportunity. This is a card very much of looking to the future. Before I even picked up this card, I kind of feel like for some of you, where there is an ex involved, some of you may choose to kind of pass up that opportunity. You may be waiting to see, who else is out there for me? Can I do better? Of course, some of you here, I do see that for some of you, there could be a new beginning. You might be willing to forgive and forget and take somebody back. But to me, the Three of Wands, this means looking for a better opportunities. For some of you, you may just choose to say, I forgive you, but I'm going to move on. This means that you're waiting to see if someone better is coming in for you. And I definitely feel that there is someone better. For those of you who are willing to wait. Now, for those who are already coupled, the Justice card can still represent that you have been treated unfairly, that there has been something out of balance in your relationship. And I definitely see that improving, with the Ace of Wands here, because this represents that, that you're able to start over in your relationship. You're able to kind of mend your differences, and this shows me, what the Three of Wands tells me, that couples are optimistic about their future together, that you're looking forward to happier times. Moving on to the second row here, you start off with the Six of Wands, which is the energy of victory. So I feel like this is kind of a nice transition from the Three of Wands. I feel like couples, those who are already coupled, you're hoping for better times, and you're having that with this energy here. You're able to overcome your obstacles. Something that has really been challenging you. Now, just kind of jumping over here, this kind of gives us more insights. You have the Six of Wands and then the Seven of Cups over here with the major arcana in the middle. The Seven of Cups does mean that there's confusion around your love life. There's confusion, and you may be feeling really emotional. For some of you, there could be a lot of choices, as far as maybe, do I take someone back? Do I stay with this person? Do I want to live with this person? There could be a lot of choices with the Seven of Cups too, where you don't really know what to do. You're really overwhelmed by so many things happening around you. I feel like for those of you where you're in the middle of choosing, you're in the middle of making a decision, you're making the right decision, you're doing the right thing. You have the Empress right in the middle of all of this. And the Empress, is a major arcana. So you have one in each. I see that you have one in each row. You have Justice here. You have the Empress, and then you have the shadow side, which represents the Devil. But the Empress does represent, the ultimate package. She represents love, happiness, abundance, good health, everything. So she's telling you that you can have it all. This is the energy of having it all. Not only love, but also stability, happiness, everything that you want. And I feel like you're making the right choices in the month of September. There could be a little bit of confusion, because this is a confusing energy where you may feel like, I don't really see how things are going to work out. But I feel, you have this energy here of victory. Wherever there is confusion, wherever it is that you have to decide, you're making the right decision. And I feel like many of you are optimistic about what is to come in your love life or what is to come in a relationship. Now down here it gets a little trickier. You have the shadow side. So this is the devil energy. Now the devil energy does represent, something unhealthy. This can represent kind of an abusive relationship. I was kind of picking up on someone kind of being in a relationship where someone has you in a chokehold, where you're not allowed your freedom, you're not allowed to speak your mind. Someone's too possessive. Here it is. I feel like for those of you that are in that kind of relationship, like you're not willing to put up with that anymore. The energy of unhappiness is right next to it. And with this energy, with the Four of Cups, you really, you start to get really bored of everything. I'm even getting that you're getting really tired of whatever it is that's happening in your love life. Where maybe someone does have you in a chokehold. Or it could just be that somebody's being really, you're starting to feel a relationship is unhealthy in some way. Here is the energy of just, I don't really know anymore. This is just being bored with your situation, bored with your circumstances, and being discontent. Where you really are starting to wonder, just like this energy over here, like, can I do better? You have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands does mean, that you're on your way to more exciting times, more changes are happening for you. This little boy looks like he's kind of waving goodbye to someone, and definitely if you're in a relationship like this, which represents a devil, I feel like for some of you this can be moving in a different direction, but the Page of Wands also represents good news. So there could be some communication, maybe between you and your partner, where you're willing, to talk about what is going on. I definitely feel like there's some mixed messages here, but this is what you need to hear. This all looks really positive at the top. I just feel, with this energy being here with the Four of Cups, that where there is something that is not good for you and not healthy, you're finally taking the time to look at this. And for some of you, this is just something that needs to be talked out. But the Page of Wands is a positive card of, of taking action, but also, a lot of change and excitement. So I feel like even if this is happening for you, that you're talking about it and that there can be change. Remember, you start off with the Justice card, which means things are coming back into balance for you. Of course, the main energy, the Knight of Swords, there's a lot of new developments. Things are changing very quickly for you. Okay, what other messages are there for the sign of Libra for September 2017? You have the World. Love reading. Okay, you have a jumping card here. Let's see. You have the Six of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Libra, September 2017. The Eight of Cups. Okay. So let me just bring this up for you. You have, kind of interesting what you have going on here. You have the World, another major arcana, which does represent things coming to an end. This is kind of, a natural ending. Something just played itself out and it's over. Which I think is kind of ironic because down here, the final card was the Eight of Cups, which is the goodbye card. This means that you're kind of looking for happiness elsewhere. So for some of you, there could be that energy of endings and new beginnings. The World is a card of ending. It's the final card of the major arcana. But it does represent an ending and a new beginning. You're just opening a new door. Looking for your happiness. That is the energy of the Eight of Cups. You're choosing to leave something or someone that no longer brings you joy, which very much can be this energy here of the Devil, where something is unhealthy. And what I was getting, you're standing up to someone that has you in a chokehold. You don't want that anymore. You don't deserve it. You have the Six of Pentacles in the middle of these two cards. The Six of Pentacles, which does represent, this is a time for you to be getting what you deserve, the love that you deserve, the relationship, the marriage, the whole package. And I do see it here in the Empress, but only if you're making decisions, because you do have the Seven of Cups. Also with the Page of Wands, I forgot to mention, the Page of Wands, it's down here with all of this energy. It's right next to the Eight of Cups. With the Page of Wands, yes, there is change and excitement, but it's because you're taking the initiative. You're choosing to look for that change and that excitement. It's a suit of fire, of spirit, so you're fired up and you really want to see certain things happen. But I thought this was very synchronistic. Some type of ending and then kind of choosing to look for happiness elsewhere. But it doesn't mean, for those of you where you're not in a place where you're choosing to leave a partner, this can be leaving emotional baggage behind you. I feel like for some of you, communication does help. You also started off with the Justice card next to a new beginning. So for some of you, there can be more balance in a relationship. That means that you're able to start over. You wipe the slate clean. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the other deck wants to tell you. I've already shuffled it, focusing on your energy. What other messages are there for the sign of Libra for September 2017? You have the Eight of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Libra for September 2017. The Six of Pentacles. So this is a repeating card. You have that message right here. And the Ten of Swords. At the bottom of this deck, the Eight of Swords. So usually with the Eight of Swords, you feel like your hands are tied behind your back. You feel stuck in a really difficult situation. Some of you may feel stuck when it comes to making a decision. On the Seven of Cups, you may feel like you can't choose and you're not seeing things clearly. You're so emotional. Some of you may feel stuck here in a relationship where you're not really happy anymore. I do see that with the Four of Cups right here. Or someone that is just too possessive and just kind of bringing harsh energy into your life. Well, with the Eight of Swords, you just kind of feel like there's no way out. But remember that there is a way out. The energy from the other deck was the Knight of Swords, which means that there's a lot of new developments and a lot of movement and shifting around your love life. Okay, so the first card that I pulled is the Eight of Pentacles, which means that, when it comes to relationships in the month of September, there's a lot of things to do here. It's right next to the Justice card, so I feel like for some of you, there's a lot of work to do when it comes to bringing a relationship back into balance, and I can definitely see that from this reading. For some of you, there can be something really strange going on. There can be something really strange going on where this is, this can be the month if you want to heal this relationship, if you want to stay together, where you can make this happen. There's just a lot of work to do. You have to see certain things. Maybe you don't see, that's difficult to see. You may not be seeing things clearly because you're so emotional about this. Be objective. There's a lot of work to do. Now, you have a repeating card. You have the Six of Pentacles, and then the Six of Pentacles jump for you from the other deck. So, same card, different decks, always an important message for you. So the month of September, this is, I was getting this before the reading. This is your time to be receiving. September is like, it is like your birthday. Okay, it's not your birthday, but if it's like you should be receiving gifts from the universe in the form of new relationships, or if you're already married, it's supposed to be like, the happiest time of your life. This is your time to receive. You deserve what the happiness that you're getting in the month of September, but you have to be willing to put your hand out and receive it. And I definitely feel like some of you are finally doing that. Okay, so it's kind of a strong repeating message there. For some of you, you have the Ten of Swords down here. You have to know that you're safe. With the Ten of Swords, and I was kind of getting this message before the reading that for some of you, you have to be flexible. Perhaps because of an ex. With the Ten of Swords, this is a card that's just telling you that it's safe for you to move on. This is a card of endings, but it does mean that you've been hurt in some way. You've been betrayed, stabbed in the back. And it's a message that it's safe. Now you can move on. I can't help but notice that is right next to the Devil energy. So for some of you, you may kind of feel, you have the Eight of Swords over here. As one of the main energies, you may feel like you can't do anything about this. And you can. It is safe for you to move on with the Ten of Swords. You've been through the worst. But for some of you, you may find it difficult to move away from a person who is in this energy. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, Libra, is I'm going to pull one or two cards from the Romance Angels. I've already shuffled them, focusing on your energy. Here they are. What other message is there for the sign of Libra for September 2017? Attraction. And it says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I kind of feel, I usually go with the message up here and kind of ignore what Doreen writes down here, but I kind of feel like you have to be careful, you know, what you're attracting to you in the month of September. For some of you, you could be attracting someone wonderful. I just keep getting the message that this can be your month where you really, you know, you hit the jackpot. I mean, you have the Empress here, and your repeating message is a Six of Pentacles, where it's your time to receive. Be careful what you're choosing to focus on. Don't focus on that person that is, you know, is an ex that maybe wants to apologize, but don't let that frighten you. Don't live in that energy. I feel like here you're attracting. They want you to know that you are attracting people to you. So you want to be really careful who you are attracting and what kind of relationship you're attracting to you. For those who are already coupled, again, you're still kind of, your energy is affecting your partner in some way. So you want to kind of focus on, if you're choosing to stay in that relationship, healing the relationship. Whatever it is that you're focusing on, you're attracting this. You're bringing this into your relationship. But for some of you, yes, you also need to be, kind of live in the moment, as the card says. Let me get one more for you. What other message is there for the sign of Libra? September 2017. Let's go with this one. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So, they already told you that before. It's safe for you to move on. So for some of you, there is an ex, and I was getting that before the reading. There is some type of ex in the picture. I mean, you start off with the Justice card, so there it is. Someone may be apologizing to you, and for some of you, they're saying, like, don't go there again. Because, I mean, I see it all over the reading. Like, somebody here wants to kind of move on, find happiness elsewhere. I see the Four of Cups. There is an unhappy energy around this toxic person. For some of you, it's time to finally, you know, let go and move on. Although it could be difficult and really emotional. Now, for those who are already coupled, but, you know, do keep in mind that for some of you, you may choose to forgive. This is a general reading. The Ace of Wands is right next to Justice, which means that there can be a new beginning after things are brought back into balance. For those who are already coupled, this means, like, release the emotional baggage. That's what I was saying about the Eight of Cups. It doesn't mean let go of your partner, but let go of those painful emotions, you know, things, hurtful words. The time has come to kind of, you know, wipe the slate clean. You have the Ace of Wands up there. You know, release those things that are hurting your relationship and really just kind of focus on the love that you share. Okay, Libra, this has been your love reading for September 2017. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.